I was saying that Jesus, let me go back to Luke chapter 5, verse 31 and 32. He came for people that is sick. When we are talking about sickness, we are not talking about people in the hospital. We are talking about sinners. The problem we have in Christianity today is each one of us, even I myself, we always forget where we are coming from. That is where I stopped. Once we start reading Bible more than we used to read before, we become holy. We become so powerful. We become so unique. We become somebody that people will not be able to talk to. We know everything. And now we begin to command. And now we begin to direct. And now we begin to rule. Just because we have started reading Bible more than we used to read before, now we become so born again, so holy, so powerful. We become very fat pastor, very big, unique, born again, the person that knows everything more than anybody. But sometimes we will not remember that the same people we are talking against, the same people we are despising, the same people we are looking down on, are in the same place where we used to be before Jesus located us. It is the right time that each one of us Christians should be able to remind ourselves, hey, myself, listen to me, you used to drink well before. You are an alcoholic man. You used to drink more than 10 bottles, 15 bottles a day. Do you remember where you used to be before? Look at the same person drinking like you before. Help him out. This is who we are. You that is talking against somebody that is clubbing, dancing, chasing women. Hey! He used to be a womanizer. You like women so much. Look at the same person that is dying like you now. Maybe the person is going through spirit of lust. Pray him out of that mess with prayers instead of talking against him or her. This is who we are. We are called to bring people out of mess. We are called to save people out of mess. We are called to change lives, not to talk against people. We are not God. There is only one God. We are the righteousness of God, and we should behave like one. We should be able to reach out to many of our friends. How many of us knows that Satan uses something that we don't know to blind our eyes, and we continue to talk against our friends, and our friends will continue to die. We continue to look against them about what they are doing, and they will continue to go down. Suddenly, we hear that our friend has finally go down to the pit. How we begin to cry, oh, had I known. This is still time for us to stand up and walk. Who are we? This is the time for us to know who we are. This is the time for us to stand up and begin to reach out to our friends. Many of our friends has become somebody and something else today. And we are busy claiming that we are born again, that we are pastors, that we are Christians, that we have arrived. Whereas Jesus did not arrive during his earthly ministry. He did not arrive until he was arrived. It's a parable. He was not arrived. He did not arrive until he was finally arrived. Because he was finally alive, because he finally gave up and died for us on the cross of Calvary. That was when he finally arrived. During the time he was going through persecutions and all these things, he did not arrive. He did not give up. Why I brought this message, who are we? When I remember the great man of God, let me close here. When I remember that the great man of God that I am under by the grace of God today, Dr. Yonggi Cho, when I remember that it was a girl, a little girl, 17 years, that brought him to Christ. When I remember this little girl, a little girl that keep on coming to Dr. Cho's house, telling him about Jesus, and Dr. Cho was dying on what do you call it, tuberculosis. He was dying. He's about to die. He was about to die. He was there on the bed, and this little girl, a born again Christian, a Korean little girl, 17 years, heard about Dr. Cho, and he keep on coming there on the sick bed. Keep on telling Dr. Cho, Jesus will heal you. And Dr. Cho said, get out from this bed. I don't know you are a Buddhist. How dare you coming to me every time telling me about Jesus Christ? All my family, all of us are Buddhists. Don't ever come here again. And this little girl never give up. That's my message today. I am here to tell us, we are called to change the world. If this little girl gave up at the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, that Dr. Cho was chasing her away, Dr. Cho will never be the general in Christendom today. A little girl made him who he is today. A little girl. That's where we know who is born again. How do we give up quickly on things, on people that step on our toes? How do we give up when people step on our toes? How do we give up? Do we give up so easily? This girl keep coming, the fourth time, the fifth time, and the sixth time. She came. She was crying because Dr. Cho was about to die. This girl was crying beside the sick bed. Dr. Cho said, no. I've never seen a Buddhist person cry. I will give my life to this girl. Because of this girl now. I will give my life to Jesus. The girl was crying. Dr. Cho said, can somebody, I don't know this girl. It's just a neighboring, she's living in a neighbor aspect of where Dr. Cho was living. And they heard that somebody, a young guy, is about to die. And the sixth time, the lady said, I will give my life to that here Jesus. Stop crying, little lady. And the lady led him to Jesus, prayed for him. And this man was healed. Amen. And that is how Dr. Cho became a Christian. And began to talk about Jesus that healed him. We must have a story. No history, no story. When you don't have events, forget about history. When you don't have storms, forget about testimony. When you don't have a test, forget about your testimony. You must have a test in life before you testify. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Let us stand up and pray. Right now, I want us to pray that the Lord will give us the strength. So finally identify who we are. As the message says today, who are we? Shall we begin to pray?